Welcome to Lorne's Money Tips, where you'll discover insider secrets on how to save time, energy, and money when buying, selling, refinancing, renovating, and maintaining your home. This episode is brought to you by Lorne Andrews of Dominion Lending Center's Expert Financial, the #1 mortgage choice for GTA homebuyers. Now, here's your money tips.
Okay, today we're going to talk about how small daily habits yield big results. Let's face it, those Eureka moments in life tend to be few and far between. The quote-unquote overnight success is the exception, not the rule. Most big, meaningful changes and achievements happen over time through persistent and consistent effort in a single direction. This is known as the compound effect. It's like compound interest. Earning a few dollars a month doesn't sound like much, but after 30 years, it can translate into financial security. Similarly, if we take one small constructive step each day, eventually the result will be major change. For example, cutting out one sugary beverage per day could result in losing 15 pounds after a year. But unfortunately, the compound effect also works with negative, hindering habits. If you spend an extra few dollars on expensive coffee every day, or sleep late so you're forced to drive to work instead of walk, a year later you'll notice a substantial hole in your budget and maybe a bigger belly. Here are 3 tips for making the compound effect work for you instead of against you. Tip number 1, make conscious choices. Don't just drift through life letting things happen to you based on your whim at the moment. Think about everything you do, weigh the pros and cons, consider the long-term consequences, then choose healthy, positive, constructive actions consistently. Tip number 2, turn your actions into habits. Once you've chosen to take a positive action, keep repeating it until it becomes a habit. Then you don't have to think about it or force yourself to do it. It just becomes automatic. And once you own the habit, it owns you. Tip number 3, let time work its magic. This is where patience comes in. The small steps you're taking each day may seem insignificant, and you might begin to think you're wasting your time. But once you've established a good habit, just keep doing it. Don't think about it or overanalyze it. After a year or 10 or 20 years, you'll be astonished by the great things you've accomplished. So there you have it. I've just given you 3 simple steps for turning small daily disciplines into massive, life-changing results over time. For more information on how you can use the compound effect to achieve financial security, call us today.
Thank you for tuning into this episode of Lorne's Money Tips. If you have any questions or comments, please call Lorne today at 416-276-6445.